Hello, all you dieters. It's been a long time. Jenny here with I forgot the name of my channel. Oh my gosh, it's been that long since I've done videos. Can you believe it? Diet Journey with Jenny. I believe that's what it is. So, um, welcome. I know that many of you are doing the HCG diet because that is kind of how I began the channel, and I have a couple rounds where I walk through it, and you can go day by day through the journey with me if you want to feel like you're doing it with somebody. Am I going to do HCG again? I am, but not today. So here's the deal. Where are we? We're in January, middle of January right now. And good news, my daughter, who has been out in Los Angeles for the past 6 years, between college, she had 3 years of college. She graduated a year early, and then she's worked there for, well, maybe 2.5 years. Maybe it's been 3 years. I don't know. About 3 years. She works for CBS. She worked for a talent agency, and then she worked for CBS. Just got a job working in Nashville, Tennessee. This mother is so happy that her daughter's coming back to the East Coast. So, in the next week or so, I am going to be driving to Nashville, which is only a 7-hour drive. Nothing. So much better than being all the way on the other side of the country. I could go visit her on any weekend that I want. It's just great. I mean, not that I can't get on a plane, but I mean, it's inconvenient. You have to get them to pick you up at the airport. You gotta arrange, blah, 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 blah. Um, it just feels like she's home, even though she's still 7 hours away. It just feels like she's come back home. So, she has to move right away and start on the 31st. So, shortly, I am going to be driving down and spending a week in Nashville with my daughter, helping her get her apartment set up and just doing whatever. She probably won't, it's just weird. These furniture companies are odd. They give you like they told her that her furniture would be delivered between 8 to 10 days, which would be the day after I pick her up at the airport and we check into her apartment and she signs all her paperwork and everything. Um, and then my husband is flying out. Her boyfriend is picking him up in LA, taking him to her car, and he's driving my daughter's car across the country because it was so expensive to have it shipped. So he's driving it across, and then hopefully will meet us on Sunday, and then he and I will drive back here. So I'll be there for a week. And the moving company also said it could take up to 30 days because of weather and accidents and other things. So we'll see. My husband is literally driving her car back in less than 3 days by himself. Not even switching off. I'm thinking that the movers have two people in the truck that they switch off with. So why it's going to take them 8 to 10 days, maybe up to 30, makes no sense to me, but what can you do? It's that, or she had to try to, at the last minute, try to figure out how to sell off everything and then buy everything new in Nashville. And while that would have been fun shopping, trying to get it all sold off would have been stressful. So, here we are. Plus, she just has other stuff like her clothes. I mean, she wouldn't have to get rid of everything, and it would cost so much to take it on the plane. So anyway, all right. I've told you way more of my life than you care about. I'm just so. Can you tell I'm so excited? I'm so excited. So anyway, okay. So Nashville for a week. Can't be on HCG then. I come back from that, and 5 days later, I have one of my scrapbooking retreats, which I have extended. So now I'm going to be there from Wednesday through Sunday and eating the hotel food and everything that's there. So obviously can't be on HCG after that. So my plan is mid-February. So if there's anybody that wants to start a round of HCG, we can do it together. I encourage you to start whenever don't just wait for me. Like if you're ready to go and you feel like I'm just ready to knock this out, do it. Because for me, half the battle is the mental mind space to get into to do it together. But if you've been putting it off and him hawing around about it, wanted to do it with somebody and feel like you're kind of doing the journey together, I don't foresee anything stopping me from starting mid-February. I don't have anything else. I don't think. scheduled until April. April, I have a scrapbooking retreat, and I'm going away to stay in a yurt with a girlfriend of mine um, in another state. I don't know, I think it's West Virginia or something like that. I don't even know where we're going. I don't remember. She booked it. That being said, I don't know when my kids' spring break is because I told them, the two kids that are still in college, that if they wanted to go on a trip, I would take them on a trip this spring break. Which would probably mean Universal Orlando. Gosh, if their spring break is early in March, that's going to mess all this up. Usually it's not early in March though, right? Usually it's not, unless every now and then I have these kids where Easter's here and then spring break is like 3 weeks away from it. So hopefully, if that does happen, that's end of March, so that I can at least get in one good round. So that's my plan. If it looks like it's even earlier, maybe I'll just do it for 2 weeks as opposed to 3. Because really, when you do a round, it's supposed to be 21 days. That's a round, right? Oh, it's been so long since I've done it. I'm pretty sure a round is 3 weeks, not 4. I'm pretty sure. 98% sure. I can't say 100%. It's been so long since I wrapped my brain around all of this. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I thought I would start doing no carbs today. A little bit of a fail there because I found this small bowl of vegetables from a vegetable casserole I made, and it had some potatoes in it, but I knew my husband wouldn't finish eating that, and I wasn't going to throw it away. And this is why I've gained weight my whole life, because I've been through this before. My grandmother was a product of the Depression. She passed along her habits and patterns to my mother, who passed them along to me. There's the Clean Plate Club. There's the, we can't waste this. We have to eat it even if we don't really want it. It's something I struggle with. But that being said, this bowl of vegetables, which was just corn and beans and potatoes and some cheese that was made in this casserole, I love it. So if it was something that I was like about, because we have a couple bowls of rice left over from my daughter, some chicken rice and some beef rice. Don't care about rice. I can dump that right in the garbage disposal or tell my husband eat it, and if he doesn't want to, I can throw it away, no problem. But potatoes, y'all know that's like my weakness. So I did eat that bowl of vegetables today. So that throws off everything that I'd planned. I did a really good job this morning, having 3 eggs with a little bit of cheese and some slices of bacon that my husband cooked up the night before. We have some left over in the refrigerator, and I had a couple pieces of that, and I was thinking, I'm starting off good. Then I saw that bowl, and I thought it was rice, and I brought it out and put it on the top shelf for my husband to see so he would eat it. And as I did it, I thought, what's all in it? It has chunks of stuff in it. And then I thought, there's beans? When did she put vegetables in here? And then I realized, oh, it's the wonderful potato vegetable stuff I made. All right, I'll eat it. So there you go. I'm a mess, and if you follow this channel, you will see that even those who justify things in their head, who make excuses right and left, even those people can lose weight. Because I do lose weight. I just tend to go back up. Now, where's my weight right now? Well, let's just say it's not where it was this last January when I started this whole weight loss journey. So there's that. I feel good about that. I don't know exactly what my weight is. Well, let's see. I'm probably about 15 pounds up from where I was last year. And for me, because I yo-yo so much, and given the fact I just had my kids home for 6 weeks, with all the holidays and the festivities and everything that was involved in that, I'm not going to kick myself over it. I feel like I'm going to drop a good 3 of those in the first 3 to 5 days. I really do, because I think that there's a lot of water retention. I think that there's, a lot of everything of that going on. So, I'm going to try to go no carb, essentially kind of keto. I'm going to do a little more research into that because I'm not very good at keeping track of my numbers for keto. I know I don't eat as many fats as I should, and that's a psychological thing for me. Eating fats just so hard. I mean, I love them. My screen is dimming. I love them, don't get me wrong. But um, I have seen lots of videos and I have read lots of articles that talk about if you don't get your fats high enough that the keto diet doesn't really work as well and it's not as effective. And of course I want it to be effective. Like I literally just want a doctor or a keto expert to live with me. And prepare all my meals, and then I can just say, you know what, like if I was rich, if I was rich, this is what I would do. I'd have that person, they'd be my chef, I'd say put me on keto, and I'd tell them all the foods that I love to eat, and they would prepare them for me and allow me to eat like I felt like a queen, but still lose weight. Oh. So the problem with keto for me is that if you don't follow it strict enough, if you don't have that right balance of the proteins and the fats, um, it doesn't really work as well. And then I find that I'm just eating lots of calories and and some of it not the best foods. I mean, no sugars, sweets, and essentially no carbs. But yeah, it's just hard for me. So we'll see. I was able to, when I was on keto before, when I got off this for a decent amount of time, pretty much keep it level until all the kids were in the house. And at that point, everything went out the window, and there's no such thing as a diet when you have your whole family together. No, especially when you know it's a limited, short period of time. So I completely own that. And I'm fine with it. I would rather right now be 15 pounds up and working to lose weight than not have that time when all my kids were in the house and we were just going out and baking lots of things and making things and celebrating the holidays and one wants something special and they're never around here, so all right, let's make it. It's okay. It's okay. It's not going to kill me. It's just going to make me work harder. One of the things that I did do yesterday is sign up for the HealthyWage challenge again. And this is that challenge where you have to sign in for a minimum of 6 months. So I did a 6-month period of time because that takes me up to my daughter's wedding, the one that's moving to Tennessee. She's getting married in July. So I thought, I need to get the 15 pounds off. So I signed up to lose, I think I said I was going to lose 17 pounds. And I am putting in a monthly wager of $110. So that's a huge investment over 6 months. They automatically take 110. You can't go back and change it. If you're not losing the weight, you have to lose 110 pounds. You have to lose the amount of weight that you decided you were going to lose, which for me was 17 pounds. And then they give you your money back, and then they give you a bonus. And I want to say my bonus this time is like $125. So I'll get an extra $125 for doing it. Now, it's a little bit lower because I had already done this before. If you've never done this challenge, they do a great job of incentivizing you. Now, I had a lot of weight to lose the first time. I did it while I was doing HCG. Because you can use any diet method you want as long as you don't do any kind of surgery. And last time I signed up, around this time, probably about a week or two earlier, and it went to the mid part of October. I did it end of October. They give you a 2-week period of time to weigh in, which is nice. I said I was going to lose 35 pounds then because I was really heavy. I had the 35 pounds to lose. So this time I'm going to be about the same weight as I was after losing that 35 pounds, but I'm just going to be losing 17 pounds. I might be a little bit less actually in the end, but that's okay. That's okay. I still had weight I could have lost, but after losing 35 pounds, I was like ready to go. Okay, I'm ready to start looking at a carb again. So that time I won, I want to say it was close to, it was like $899 or something like that. Yeah. So it's a whole scale of if it's your first time doing it, as well as how much do you have to lose? What is the period of time you're going to lose it over? And surprisingly, I got more money for doing it over 10 months as opposed to saying I would do it over 6. So it's not like they want to rush you to do it sooner. In fact, I think probably statistically, the longer you put it out, the harder it is for people to do it because they don't start off being proactive right away, and then at the end they're like, I've got all this weight to lose, and then the company ends up with money. So I was shocked. It was simple. I got my money within like 2 days after, doing my final weigh-in video for them, and they compared them and said, way to go, and boom, there was my check, which was all the money I'd put into it back. So it was nice that it was like a 2 grand check that I received. So if you have a little bit of money to wage, you can do it. I think the least amount that you can wager would probably be the proper term, would be $10 a month. And you do have to lose 10% of your body fat. So you can't just say, I'm going to lose 5 pounds in 6 months and I'll wager $10 a month. So those are the parameters. So I tell you this because I do have a link that they gave me for signing up this time. And if you want to look into it and do the information in there and play with the little calculator to see if I lose 7 pounds, if I lose 8 pounds, if I lose 10 pounds, if I do it in 6 months, if I do it in 12 months, if I do it in, I think it goes all the way up to 18 months, you can say is your period of time. You can just play with all those numbers to find the sweet spot that you can do. And like I say, if you just want to do $10 a month, you can do $10 a month. If you do it over 10 months, you know that, that was $100. I don't want to lose out on $100. So that's motivating enough. You don't have to do large amounts like I am. I'm just taking some of the money that I have from my teaching account that I have in there, and I'm pre-investing it until I get the money back, the incentive money, and then the weight gone. It's just like a win-win-win. So anyway, I will put the link below for you if you want to look into yourself. It's called HealthyWage. And you know what? Put any questions down below, or feel free to message me if you have any questions about it, because there is another video somewhere on this channel where when I started doing it last time, I talked about it. That referral link probably won't work because I started new again myself. I didn't get the $40 off when I started. But y'all might as well, and I think I get it as well. So thanks if you do sign up and use my referral link. But definitely don't sign up without using the link, because $40 is $40, and they add it into your paycheck at the end when you hit your target. That's how you get your $40 back. All right, a lot of gambling, a lot of rambling here today. I look like a mess. I haven't gone to the gym. I have taken my classroom down because I haven't been. That's why I haven't been doing videos. I stopped teaching. China changed their rules. They don't allow foreign teachers anymore, and boom, just like that, my job has ended. So I am in the process of interviewing at a couple different places. I look at my calendar and what I have going on in the next 6 months and realizing that instantly 2 of them are not even a possibility, because I cannot take on a full-time job. I got too much going on. But hopefully something part-time will come up here soon. Although, it will in God's time, right? I just feel like so much going on in my life right now that pushing to get a job and then start telling them, well, I'm going to Nashville for this week, and then I'm going to scrapbooking retreat from Wednesday through Friday, and then the weekend on this one, and then I'm going with my kids on vacation for spring break, and then I'm going to this yurt in West Virginia for a week here. Oh, my daughter's getting married in July, so I'll need a week for that. I wouldn't hire me. So we'll see. Hopefully I can find something. I did find a job that's an ESL teacher locally that I applied to. They wanted somebody with the ESL Ohio endorsed certificate, and I don't. I have a teaching license in the state of Ohio, but it's endorsed as a speech language pathologist, which I think is more than qualified to be an ESL teacher, because that's what ESL is, language or TIC. In fact, probably more educated, because I can correct all the nuances of the sounds and the dialectal differences. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's my opinion. Don't know why I have to have another certificate. Looked into it, and I saw how much schooling and how many thousands of dollars it would be to get that certificate, and I just thought, I think that's God telling me no. Don't go through all that hassle. There's something else out there for you. We'll see what it is. All right. So much rambling. I apologize. I'm just going to write on this that I'm rambling so people don't click on it and watch it. But if you're interested in that Healthy Wage Challenge, click on that link. I know it does expire but I don't know when. So if you need to know if it's expiring, message me or leave a message down below, and I will find that out for you. Okay, that's all. Happy 2022. May this be a smoother year than last year. It's kind of not starting off that way, but that's okay because it's busy. Busy's good. You take care, and I'll be talking to you more often because every job I'm applying to is an online job with the exception of one that's at a local school. So chances are I'm going to be in front of this computer a lot more often, and when that happens, that's when videos start coming. If I don't have a job anytime soon, you know what? I'm still going to be dieting, and that's going to be on my mind and thinking about it. So I'll be thinking about it more and coming in and sharing videos with you as well. All right, I don't exactly know. I think I might do OMAD too, which is essentially intermittent fasting. But we'll see. I gotta wean my way into it slowly. We're gonna start off with no carbs, and day one didn't do so well. Had a little bit of potatoes that were in there with those vegetables. So day two, no carbs. And then maybe I'll eventually get a intermittent fasting window that'll shrink down eventually to becoming OMAD 1 meal a day. And we'll see if the pounds start to come off. At least enough until we all together do our HCG in February. Take care. Talk to you soon. Happy dieting and Happy New Year. Bye.